So the next one, hi. I'm going to go through these fast because I just feel time is of the essence because it is about healing a nation. Um, Dutch sheets, this one specifically to two dreams that you had in November. What I don't think people understand is that you guys have caught the rest of Kim Clement's prophecies. And they've been coming through dreams from the people. And you guys are declaring them, Dutch Sheets and Dana Coverstone, and they're so vitally important. Um, the one on, I believe, November 7th, you got from a dream of April 7th of 2020, and it was President Donald J. Trump walking on the bank of a small river. At first, it seemed he was pacing back and forth, but then I realized he was actually looking for something. I was told something had been left here. So you're painting a picture that Donald Trump is looking for something, and then out of nowhere, out of the water, this wooden crate um, comes out. The wooden crate almost represents the young black man who mailed himself to Philadelphia. So, and then they had lost their grip on it and rushed to the surface. So there's people trying to hold this message down, and they lost their grip, and there was a splash. So then you grab it, he opens it, and inside of it is an old Bible, an appeal to heaven flag, and communion elements. In the podcast, the Bible, I think you said, was from his aunt from the Welsh Revival. The Welsh Revival started with a solo voice of for the love of God. The love of God. And that is, the love of God is just Jesus. Like, he is the representation of God. And the Welsh Revival completely changed a nation. So, like, this is why. The appeal to heaven flag has everything to do with the American Revolution. It has to do with Washington. It has to do with the fight from religious persecution, freedom for all mankind. That's why the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence has everything to do with that. For we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, which has everything to do with MLK Jr.'s day today. And then he also had the cup of wine and bread. Wine and bread. What did Jesus say at the Last Supper? What did he say? He said, drink, for this is my blood, and take this bread and break it, for this is my body. Jesus took on all sin for all of mankind. You have three symbols that God is trying to unify. And the one thing that nobody sees is that when President Trump took this stuff in this particular dream, he took the flag, put it over his shoulder, and knelt with his right knee on the ground. That is a BLM protest. That is a BLM protest. And then there was a huge slingshot thing. So, and all the items he had found in the wooden crate, he was launched into the slingshot, and they couldn't stop him. So I'm pretty sure at this point he was already airborne. God's not done. He's still moving. But if you go to November 19th, then Dutch, you have this dream about the Allegheny River, which is, it's in Martin Luther King's dream. I have a dream speech that all of mankind will see the brotherhood. He declares the heart of Jesus at the Washington State Steps. But at the Allegheny, you are up there in Pennsylvania. This is why Pennsylvania is so important. It was... So yeah, William Quaker, that's all of that. I'm looking for the guy's name. What's the guy's name? You had put his name in there and I can't find it. I'm trying to keep this slow because people won't watch after like 5 minutes. Thomas Paine. He threw you a football. Thomas Paine was a civil rights activist. He 100% had one issue with the Constitution, and that was not the freeing of blacks. because Madison knew that the ingrained racism by 1705, because the states there was so much slavery going on, he had put in there that, blacks were, I think, 3/5 of the people, and that was because he didn't want taxation to happen on them and have a lot of people making money, because that would have. And but Thomas Madison, in numerous letters, kept telling everybody that, within 20 years they need to be free, and they weren't. So Thomas Paine throwing you a football is everything that has to do with the last 4 years with Take a Knee. It started in football stadiums for the world, for the other half of America to figure out what was going on. And then it said the football into a nearby stream, and it was going to reach Washington, D.C. And then you don't say it here, but on your podcast you go that you kept asking him, what's in the dream, what's in the dream, what's in the dream? Or, not what's in the dream, but what's in the football, what's in the football? And you knew it was the key, because then you go on to express that as it got there, it opened, and there was a key inside of it, and it was the key to unlocking everything. It's the civil rights. It's everything. Everything on the national stage right now is about the civil rights of the Black community, fulfilling the constitutional purposes, absolutely bringing everybody out of bondage. Because the worst part of this is we're all bound to this thing that's been divisive and causing anger and division that many of us have become entrapped into. And I know that's not a thought, because I'm not taking away from the Black community. I am saying that our failure to understand the heart of Papa and to help people, this is why we are in the same. That's why it's all come to a head. Everything's come to a head because of this. And then you got to call that he's never late. So those dreams in particular are showing the underlying thing. And he said, I'm very sure that the declarations and decrees made from that region, like the football set in the river, have power in them to shift our nation. Jesus didn't come. God is not coming to destroy America. He declared it in 1996 with Kim Clement's first prophecy, and kept saying it over and over. I am coming to heal and unify.